Hey, it's Alexandria here with Stay Dumb, and I am about to take y'all through my little routine of cleaning my face at night, but also to give you some updates about what's going on in life. Let's get into it. Starting off with this right here. So these are like Kroger brand, y'all. Don't judge me. I'm doing a makeup wipe. I just had to buy something quick because I had ran out, and I was like, you know what, F it, I'm just get this Kroger brand. And it is what it is, okay? So let me pop these lashes off. So first off, I want to share that I recently decided to close my business, my aesthetics business. So I'm sure you probably heard in the podcast as well in on these videos, you know, I've shared that I'm a licensed esthetician, and I've been a licensed esthetician for the past 4 years. It's been a really good experience. I learned a lot. In 2020, I decided to start the business inside my home. It was June of 2020, of course, the pandemic. It was crazy. But I was also working a 9 to 5 at that time. And so I just was like, you know what? I'm working this 9 to 5. Clearly there's no career ladder to go up. You know, there wasn't another marketing role that I could obtain in that position. I was looking for other jobs and things like that, but nobody would hire me for some reason. And I remember someone was saying how it's your fault if you can't find a job because so many people are hiring at this moment. And I'm thinking to myself like, dang, because I'm putting myself out there. My resume looks great, but I didn't get a job. I took it as a sign that maybe God was saying, just start the aesthetics, like do that. I believe in signs, y'all, and I ask for signs all the time. I'm always like, God, show me a sign, give me a revelation, put a check in the mail. I'm that person. And so anyway, I took it as a sign that it was just time for me to step away from that 9 to 5 role. And I decided to take a leap of faith and start my aesthetics business. Hence, I started the business in June of 2020. So at the end of September, I was officially done with my 9 to 5. It's just been years of learning a lot of lessons. Aesthetics in the area that I'm in, it's not really like this popular thing. I'm sure if you were to go to the Atlanta or Dallas markets, I'm sure it's probably really thriving in those areas as far as like people who wax and offer facials. But in the area I'm in, it wasn't booming for me. So, you know, I had tried, I did my best in marketing myself. Okay, I'm about to get into this wash right here. It's Skin Script. So these are actually the products that I use on my clients. Not that wipe, but Skin Script products. Skin Script products. I'm using this one right here, and it's a charcoal cleanser. Cleansing my skin with this charcoal cleanser. I like these products. I actually use them on my clients, or I used to use them on my clients. I had started to take clients in, so June of 2020, September I quit the job, and then I decided to, you know, do the clientele or whatever. So given that my background is in public relations, it was easy for me to create business cards, flyer designs, to promote myself on social media. It was easy to do that because I had done it for so many years, and even just in smaller things like freelance work, I had done it. Photography, all of that. So I was well equipped in that area. But of course, I mean, when you're building a business, it takes time. It's not going to be overnight. You're not going to get all the clientele that you desire within, you know, a week. Some people can be, you know, blessed in that way, but for the majority, it doesn't happen that way. It takes years of building. But of course, single mom here, you know, just trying my best and putting myself out there more on social media. I was cold DMing people. So literally going to people pages that I would like go to my gym. I would go to the gym, look at their followers, and then like I would find people like, oh, I think I seen this person at the gym, or I would do hashtags and like find people where that was like through the college. So I would like hashtag whatever college that's in my city, and then or my area and then look for the alumni. So I was like doing some crazy stuff. And so yeah, I was DMing people, and I'm like, hey, you should come and, come to my business and come get a wax, come get a facial. Some people, I actually had got a few clients just from DMing people. So, and that was extremely challenging to put myself out there in that type of way. Even though you're like, it's just a message, but it can be difficult to message people, especially when you're kind of shy and introverted. So doing this business really made me come out of my shell in so many ways and putting myself out there. But yeah, that's what I did. I would DM people, try to go to different networking events. Of course, I like to host things. I like to create events myself, but you also have to just go to other things and meet new people. So, you take your business cards, you talk about what you do, and I was doing it. I felt like I was doing it. I felt like I was putting myself out there more and more. And of course, I would have some really good clientele who would also mention my name in different rooms and on social media. I had purchased ads through like Facebook and Instagram. So just, you do what you can in order to continue to build your business. But ultimately, it wasn't financially successful. So I'm actually going in with this retinol scrub. It's a 2% exfoliating scrub and mask. I'm gonna use this on my face, so I gotta leave it on for like 10 minutes. So I'll probably talk while this is on my face. So yeah, putting myself out there, doing what I had to do as far as, like I said, DMing, all that type of stuff. And my suite was cute, y'all. Like I really valued what I was able to build and just the clientele that I met. I met some amazing, amazing women and men that would come through my doors. And I've had clients walk in and they would say, oh my God, when I walk in, I just feel so comfortable. And they would just open up. It was almost therapeutic for them and for me. When they would just sit down, I've had women just shed tears, and I hadn't even said nothing yet, and they're already like crying and ready to, open up and share their story. So that happened more times than not. Like, the stories I've been told, and I wouldn't share that, or anything, but it's just really amazing what I was able to, the environment I was able to cultivate and create with those women. And I truly, truly value and appreciate them. The cards that I've received and the well wishes, for my next journey, because I'm still on this journey. I'm still alive. I still have purpose. And I don't think that it's over. It's not over. It's just, this is the start of something new. Of course, I have battled with feelings of like, did I fail? Did I quit too soon? Did I not try hard enough? Was I supposed to do something else? Like, I've battled with all of those different thoughts. And I'm sure as business owners out there, self-employed, solo entrepreneurs, you probably have those thoughts as well. Like, am I giving it everything that I can? What else can I be doing? Maybe you did have to close a business, and maybe you're, doing some self-reflection. And I know right now, as I gave the keys today, I'm still processing it. But of course, those questions have came to me. Did I give up too soon? Did I fail? What could I have done better? And I think they're questions to be asked. I think you have to ask those particular questions, because you need to know like what to do for the next time. Because honestly, it's not over. Like, I'm not done. Like, I've done so many things, and I'm so grateful to have the talents that I have. As much as I've tried to beg God, like, why did you make me with all of these skills? Like, I've complained about that. And I had to realize, like, I don't want to be like everybody else. Like, I want to be me. And yes, me may look like a multitude of things. I just have some different skill sets. I think I'm great at, the marketing and PR stuff. I think I'm also great with doing makeup. I think I'm also great with taking pictures. Like, I've done those different things. But what I will say, in this 10-year journey, since, graduating school, going through the military, getting that public affairs specialist certification, all of those things, I feel like I'm in a full circle moment right now. Like I'm just tapping into this moment. And what I mean by that is that when I graduated from high school, I knew I wanted to be a journalist. I knew I wanted to be a writer. That was like it. That was the only thing I wanted to do. So when I joined the military, I told my recruiter, look, I only want to be a journalist. I don't want to be anything else. And so I go in, I become a public affairs specialist, which is basically a journalist. And so when I went to college, I was majoring in journalism. And I remember a professor, somehow we had this meeting in the first semester that I was in school. And this professor said, journalism is dying. Switch your majors to public relations. And I didn't know what PR was. Like I remember Googling it. And that was what, like 2010, something like that. And I remember Googling it and it brought up Sex and the City. Like one of the characters, I guess, was like a publicist or something. And I was like, what is this? Like, what does this even mean? And so they kind of gave us a brief overview. It was an integrated program. So you still got to learn how to like write news pieces and learn how to write press releases and all of that. And it was a good program, really good at Central Michigan University. And so I decided to switch my major and I went into PR. And so going through this whole journey, taking photos, doing public relations work for nonprofit, for government, for small business. As I come out of closing this business, the aesthetics, I have made the decision to dive into the stay dumb content, meaning doing more video, hosting more events, like, and the podcast. I want to delve into that work. What I have found over these past few years is that having my suite and having people talk to me, and clients would ask, I would ask them like, oh, do you like your job? You know, how's your life? Whatever. And they would say, oh, I like my job. And then they would ask me, do you like what you do? And that question would honestly stumble me. And I was like, you know what? It's not about me performing this facial or performing the wax, which I know I'm good at. Like, I think I did a good job. It wasn't about that. It was about the connections that I was making when they were sitting there. The fact that they felt so comfortable and safe and vulnerable to share stories with me. That is what made me feel good. That is what I have enjoyed throughout these past few years. Even when I took pictures, I like taking pictures for couples. I enjoyed hearing about their love story. When I, just even working in PR, it was always about the story. I didn't care about the other stuff. Like photography, honestly, used to give me so much anxiety. A lot of those things did. Like I would get so much anxiety, even with aesthetics. I used to hate touching people. Like giving a hug was like, no, I'm not hugging you. I hated touch. And I mean, I'm grateful for the experience because now I'm more like, oh, give me a hug, or I'm able to touch clients and not feel like nervous about it. So it definitely helped me in that area personally. But I really think that I'm coming into this full circle moment of going back to what I've always loved, which is stories. Sharing stories, hearing stories, learning about people. I love that. I love interviewing. Like, I like asking questions. Going in with this mint refining toner. So I'm going to tone my face. It already feels like really clean, y'all. I mean, it should feel clean, but it really feels clean. Going in with the light aloe moisturizer. Also by Skin Script. Yeah, I love this one. It's really good for like oily skin. I mean, any skin type can use it, but it just feels so refreshing on the skin using this moisturizer. It's not greasy or anything like that, but I like this one. And you don't need a lot. But yes, that is where I'm at in life right now. On to a new chapter, just asking God to order my steps as I continue on this journey of life. You know, we're all just still trying to figure it out. I love this quote by Steve Jobs, and it says that you don't connect the dots moving forward, you connect the dots looking back. And so I think in everything that I've done, every experience I've had, I can look back and say, oh, this is what that taught me, and I'm using it now. I'm applying it right now. Even as I do this video content, this work, and I'm using the editing software, I'm learning and I'm just getting better. And so that's what life is. We're just connecting the dots as we continue to move forward. And that's just life. Like, don't take it too hard. Maybe you are in this season of, closing a business or dissolving a relationship or a friendship. And instead of looking at it from a place of loss, which I have, sometimes we look at it like, oh, I'm losing this thing. I lost it. And you're grieving it, which is okay. Go ahead and grieve it, process, go through those emotions, but also look at it from a different perspective and tell yourself that it's an invitation for something better. I truly believe that I'm going to step into something so much better than what I've already gone through. And what I've gone through has been amazing. The people I've met have been amazing. I love those people. Like, I really love and cherish my clients. I'm looking at this new moment in my life as an invitation for something better to come in. That's all it does. It just gets better in time. Every time it gets better. So I want you to remember that if you're going through a season where you have lost something, look at it as an invitation that something better is coming. Okay? So that's it. That was my wrap up. I cleansed my face. I think I'm looking decent right now. Hopefully I look decent. But if you got any questions or comments, leave them in that box below. Okay? And make sure you subscribe to Stay Dumb. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then also listen to the podcast on all streaming platforms. I'm going to post it right here. Right there. I think I'm gonna put it right there. So yes, listen to the podcast, share it with a friend or family member, rate and review it, because that really helps people to learn and listen to this content so we can just keep improving lives, y'all. We just want to get better and better and better. That's all I want. I just want us to get better. I want us to fulfill our dreams and to continue to just do the good work. Do God's work, but do good work, okay? Just do good work. Remember, say less,